Okay guys, may I have your attention please? We are going to start our class with writing module today, and the essay type which we are going to learn, that is discussion essay. Always remember, two type of essays are very important. One, opinion essay, and second, discussion essay. In your actual exam, almost 70 to 80% chances are that you will get either opinion essay or discussion essay. So you need to pay extra attention. Otherwise, there are four major types of essays: opinion essay, discussion essay, problem solution essay, advantages, disadvantages essay, right? Now, the first thing is you should be able to identify the topic for essay writing. As you read the topic, you should be able to identify the type of essay. For example, you read the topic and immediately you know it's an opinion essay. You read the topic and then you came to know, yeah, it is a discussion essay. So identification of the type of essay is very, very important. If you write wrong essay, your band score will go down substantially. They ask you to write opinion essay and you write discussion essay. They give you a topic, do you think advantages outweigh disadvantages, and you write advantages, disadvantages essay, that is going to be wrong. So the first thing, identification of the type of the essay, and then the topic, and then you can write accordingly. Now, discussion essay. The first thing, how to identify discussion essay. Whenever they give you discussion essay, point number one, they will give you two contrasting views. I repeat, for discussion essay, they will always give you two contrasting views. Now, what are those contrasting views? Life in a city, whereas life in the countryside. So, city and countryside, they are two contrasting views. In the same way, studying in your own country and studying abroad. So, some people say studying in your own country brings you the qualification which can be useful according to the local environment. On the other hand, in discussion essay, they use the word on the other hand, on the contrary, or they write however, or they write whereas. Okay, so when there are two contrasting views, number one, and number two, then they write discuss both these views and give your own opinion. They say discuss both these views and give your own opinion. So you understand it is a discussion essay. If they say discuss the advantages and disadvantages of going to a foreign country, is it a discussion essay? No, it's advantages, disadvantages. When they say discuss both views, I mean focus this sentence, discuss both views, and they will give you two views in the question. So you understand it is a discussion essay. Now, the next part of the debate is how to start your essay, what to write in your essay, what are those contrasting views, and how to cover them all. This is what we are going to discuss. And remember, there isn't single pattern of writing an essay. There can be two different patterns. There can be three different patterns. The most important thing is what you write in the paragraphs and how you cover all the topic. Whether you write 4 paragraphs or 5 paragraphs or 3 paragraphs, if you cover the topic well in 3 paragraphs, you will get good band score. And if you write 5 paragraphs but you don't cover the topic well, you will not get good band score for that. So it's basically your language skill. Not even sometimes what you write, it's how you write. How you write means your grammar, your punctuation, your spelling, your sentence structure, your vocabulary, your coherence and cohesion. All these things play important role, okay? So, coming to this, now we see how to understand the topic, page number 39, and I'm going to read this topic from here. Some people think, found it? Some people think a crime should always have a fixed punishment. And as you read, you need to focus, you need to ponder over the topic. Some people think means according to some people, crime should always have a fixed punishment. What is fixed punishment? They have mentioned like life for murder. If someone commits a murder, he should be killed. Whereas others think, now whenever they say whereas, Yasin, whenever they say whereas, and please shut the door as well. Whereas others think, when they say others think, it means they are going to give contrasting view. And when they use the word however, whereas, on the contrary, on the other hand, it means now they are going to give a contrasting view. And I told you two contrasting views. In discussion essay, they will always give you two contrasting views. So, whereas others think you should take circumstances of the crime into account. And next they have written, what is your opinion? Cross it. Cross what is your opinion and write there, discuss both views and give your own opinion. Discuss both views and give your own opinion. Is this clear? Can you identify the topic? Yeah, at least when you take a look at the topic. Now let's go on. We have another topic here. Another topic. Identification of the topic is extremely important. And by the way, in actual exam, if you get a topic which is not opinion, discussion, problem, solution, then don't worry about it. Read the topic carefully and according to the topic, write the number of paragraphs. Remember, introduction and conclusion, they are in every essay. Right now, it's only the body. So if they give you another type, for example, if there are 2 main topics, write 2 body paragraphs. 3 main topics, write 3 body paragraphs. And don't worry, I don't understand this essay type. They are asking question, right? And then they are asking for suggestions. Sometimes what do? Advantages. And instead of disadvantages, they ask you for your opinion. Advantage, they make 5th type of essay. So whatever the topic is, just cover that very topic that you see, okay, this is my topic and I have to write on that. In body, you can write 2 to 3 paragraphs and cover all the topic and that's perfectly fine, okay? But don't be afraid, my teacher never taught me this essay type. It's the 5th type or 6th type. Don't worry about that. Whatever the topic is, write on that, okay? Now, second topic. Some people view teenage conflict with their parents. Now, first you need to define teenage conflict. What is teenage conflict? When teenagers argue with their parents. When teenagers fight with their parents. So, some people view teenage conflict with their parents as a necessary part of growing up. Means, according to some people, when teenagers argue with their parents, that's normal. There is nothing bad in it. There is nothing bad about it. It's normal because when children reach teenage, they often argue for freedom and all the things like that, okay, pocket money and coming back home late at night, and they demand all these things. So some people say it is normal. There is nothing to worry about. Whilst. Now the words like whereas, whilst, however, on the contrary, and then there is a contrasting view that tells you this is a discussion essay. Others see it as something negative which should be avoided. And then discuss both views and give your own opinion. So you must discuss both views and you must give your own opinion, okay? Now, let's take a long jump. Please come to page number 117 of this book. 17 or 18, I tell you in a minute. Yeah, page number 118. Okay, page number 118. And you must come over here. Page number 118 and come over here. There's a table. Got it? Okay, discussion essay. Introduction. Explain the 2 views. First paragraph is introduction, and in introduction, you're going to explain the 2 views. Second paragraph. Discuss first view with examples. Now listen carefully. You should discuss the view with which you agree first. They will give you 2 views and they will say discuss both views and give your own opinion. Giving your own opinion means which view you support. So the view that you support, that should be the second paragraph of your essay. Clear? Yeah, if I support teenagers' conflict with their parents is normal, I will write about that. If I support teenagers should not have any conflict with their parents, then I will write about that first. So the view that you support will come in the first body paragraph. These are body paragraphs, introduction and conclusion, right? Okay. So explain the 2 views, discuss first view with examples, discuss second view with examples, short conclusion, clearly state your opinion and which view you support. In conclusion, you can give your opinion, but I advise you, if you're going to write this first body paragraph, which contains the view that you support, so you can give your opinion with that as well. Within the paragraph, give your opinion, and at the end, you need to draw a conclusion. What is conclusion? Conclusion is teenage conflict with their parents is normal and parents should not worry about it. As children cross the teenage, they become more responsible and respectable towards their parents and all that stuff, right? So you can conclude at the end because you're discussing two things and conclusion is which one is better, okay? Now, I want you all to come over here. Same page, look here, this side. Dealing with discussion essays. So in a discussion essay, there are two usually contrasting opinions to think about. In this example, they are a crime should always have a fixed punishment, and B, we should think about the circumstances of the crime when we decide the punishment. That's the same topic which we read. Second point. Yes, the plan should be different. In a discussion essay, you will need to identify and state both opinions in your introduction. In the main body of your essay, you should write a paragraph with 1 or 2 points about each opinion. So you will write a couple of points about each opinion with examples. Number 3, in a discussion essay, you will write about your opinion in the conclusion after discussing both arguments. However, it is good advice to include your personal opinion in the introduction as well, just in case you do not have enough time. So you can give your personal opinion in introduction or otherwise in conclusion, both ways. Okay, now, please come back to page number 38, where we were before. Yasin, have you added everybody? Yes. To the group? Okay, now please share the writing books as well. 22 essay templates, share them again, share? Okay, good. All right, back to page 39, please. Page number 39. And this last paragraph here. Page 39, this last paragraph here. There is no doubt that the teenage year, now this is introduction, and we are learning how to write introduction. There is no doubt that the teenage years can be difficult for both the youngsters and their parents. This is a general sentence about the topic. By the way, have we shared with them the template handout? Okay, you have a template handout. In that handout, this is essay number 4. You might see with your notes, books, we gave you a template handout, and there it is there. So, during this period, what does it mean, this period? Can someone tell me? Teenage, exactly. During this period, many young people argue with their parents about their education, relationships, and control. So the second sentence is add another sentence to the topic. First sentence is what? General sentence about the topic. Second sentence is add another sentence to the topic. Some say this is an important part of growing up, while others argue it causes more harm than good. Now, this sentence is what we call paraphrasing the topic, or we call it rewording the topic. Means you have to rewrite the topic in your own words. And finally, in this essay, I will look at both sides of the argument and give my opinion. This is called thesis sentence. Now, what is thesis sentence? In simple words, you can call it plan. In one sentence, you will write your plan for that essay. Now, what's the plan? In this essay, I will look at both sides of the argument and give my opinion. From the plan sentence, examiner will understand that you are writing opinion essay, discussion essay, problem solution essay, or advantages, disadvantages essay. So this plan sentence, for example, in this essay, I will look at both sides. If you write this sentence for opinion essay, you will write, I strongly agree with this. So examiner will understand this is opinion essay. If you write, in this essay, I will discuss the advantages and disadvantages of going to a foreign country. Examiner will understand this is advantages, disadvantages essay. So your thesis sentence will tell the examiner that the type of essay you have understood. In IELTS, headings are not allowed. In IELTS, outlines, bullet points, they are not allowed. In IELTS writing, you cannot use the markers. Just pencil, lead pencil or pen, right? So it's a good idea to write your essay clearly. In the thesis sentence, it should be very clear and examiner should understand the type of essay which you have written, okay? Okay guys, now we go through one discussion essay and we see how this discussion essay is written. The words which are in bold, you can copy them in any discussion essay, right? This is a template. Argument. Argument means topic. What's the topic? Some people believe that old buildings should be protected by law. Now, I want you to think about some of the old buildings in your city. For example, in Lahore, we have several old buildings. Old buildings are also called historical buildings, right? So some people believe that old buildings should be protected by law. Others, however, think, see that contrasting view. Others, however, think they should be replaced by new buildings. Discuss both these views and give your own opinion. So one view is old buildings should be protected by law. Means there must be law that old buildings cannot be demolished. And the other side is old buildings should be replaced by new buildings. Discuss both views and give your own opinion. So from this topic, you understand it's a discussion essay, two contrasting views, and they've mentioned that. Now let's take a start. They have written a two-sentence introduction. In present day society, many cities face the issue of whether old buildings should be replaced by new buildings or not. Now listen, this sentence is paraphrasing the topic, or you have reworded the topic. So this introduction contains only two words, right? The first two sentences, sorry. The first sentence is paraphrasing the topic. As I see, old buildings should be maintained. What is that? Opinion. As I see, old buildings should be maintained. Or you can say, as I see, old buildings should be replaced by the modern buildings. Anything like that. Okay, so in two sentences, sentence number one, paraphrase the topic. Sentence number two, your plan. Okay, now this gentleman said here, old buildings should be maintained. So the first paragraph is going to be about maintenance of old buildings. So historic buildings certainly have much value in various ways. So he's using the word historic buildings for old buildings. In the first place means when you write your first argument, when you write your first point, you can write in the first place. And by the way, this book is very important and very good for you. All these 22 topics are really important. So, in the first place, a large number of historic buildings represent specific historical figures or events. Figures means kings, queens, emperors, and events means historical events. To be more exact, now when you're going to elaborate your point, the first thing is you said in the first place, and then you gave your first point. Now you want to elaborate your point, then you say to be more exact, if such buildings were raised, there would be no precise representation of the corresponding figures and events anymore. So if we are going to demolish these buildings, how can we see Mughal emperors lived and they built this castle or they built this place and this mosque and all that? Like in India, we have Taj Mahal. So if we demolish that all, how can we tell people that old civilizations and old kings, what they did? Next. Without a doubt, it could be an ethnological disaster of culture and all that. It could be an ethnological disaster if these buildings were demolished because of current urban needs. Last but not least, this is your last point. So you are giving your points. Without a doubt, another point. To be more exact, there is a point. Okay, last but not least, many historic buildings have outstanding aesthetic value. Aesthetic value means beauty. Like we have Eiffel Tower, we have Taj Mahal, we have Statue of Liberty. So they have a sense of beauty, aesthetic value. That means any replication can never show the ancient craftsmanship accurately. Now, they can build another Taj Mahal if they want to, but it's not going to be as accurate as it was built by those craftsmen. Craftsmen means the people who built that. Okay, now we go on to the next point. Surely, due to the rapid increase of urban population, some historic buildings should be knocked down. Now, this is the second side. And by the way, as I told you, the view you support, write about that more and write about that first. Now, this is not the view you support, so you write, surely, due to rapid increase of urban population, some historic buildings should be knocked down in order to make room for high-rise apartment buildings. High-rise apartment buildings means the skyscrapers, the tall buildings. Yet, a more sensible solution to this problem can be developing urban transport so that people can easily live in nearby suburbs and commute easily every day. Now, everyone cannot live in the city, so there should be proper transport facilities. If someone is living away from city, 50 kilometers away from city, they should be able to come back. So this is the other side. And finally, conclusion. To conclude, though old buildings may have occupied a lot of urban space, their value should not be neglected. In light of the above factors which you presented there, in the light of the above factors, I firmly believe that historic buildings must be looked after by modern cities. So this is one discussion essay. In this book, you will find many other discussion essays also. Again, I tell you the words which are in bold, you should follow them. Try to write something like this and follow. For every essay, there is proper arrangement. Arrangement means number of paragraphs and what to write in each paragraph. So you can follow that thing here, right? Okay.